Hello and welcome to 5 Minute Math. Today for our number talk, we are dividing fractions. So I've got 1 3/4, which is a mixed number. I want to divide that by 2. So if you want to think about it like long division, right, that 1 3/4 is going to be inside the division bar. That means it's the dividend. It's the whole that we're starting with. And so I want to envision this instead of 1 3/4. Let's rewrite our 1 whole as a fraction. I'm going to choose 4 over 4 simply because my denominator is already 4. It's super easy to add. 4/4 plus 3/4 makes 7/4. So I can rewrite my mixed number into an improper fraction, 7/4. So let's draw 7/4. All right, so I'm going to make this my 4/4 right here. That's my whole, and then I'm going to do another 4/4 down here, but only shade in 3 of them. So here's my 1 3/4. All right, I need to divide that into 2 equal pieces. So that is going to be my divisor. So my divisor is going to be the number of pieces you're dividing it into. All right, so 2 pieces. Well, I can easily get, 3 pieces here and 3 pieces here. So that's equal because they have to be 2 equal pieces, right? But I'm going to have to take this one right here and just cut it in half. So that half will go up there, that half will go up there. So what do I really have? Well, I've got, let's see, it looks like I've got 3 1/2. I'll envision that as a fraction, right? If I take my 1 3/4, then half of that's going to be 3.5 or 3 1/2 fourths. So that's a strange looking fraction. And it works. Technically, it's the answer, but typically we don't like to leave a decimal in the numerator. So I want to find an equivalent fraction that's going to be a little bit better. You know what, 4? I know that if I multiplied by 100 or multiplied by 25, so I can get up to 100. Let's see if I can turn it into hundredths, right? So what is 3.5 times 25? Oh, that's going to get me close. 87.5. So I just might need to multiply by 10 just to move the decimal over. I'm going to get 875 thousandths. Wow. Okay. Is there an easier way to envision this? Yeah, some of you might be thinking, you know what? You don't need to do all that. If you divide by 2, it's the same as multiplying by its reciprocal. The reciprocal is 1/2. How do we know that? Well, the 2 can be envisioned as a fraction. So what number or fraction do we need to multiply by that to get it back to 1? Well, you just flip it over. 2 over 1. You just flip it over to 1/2. That gives you the same numerator and denominator, but that makes 1. So instead of doing all this and dividing by 2, we could just multiply by 1/2. All right, so let's take my 7/4, and instead of dividing by 2, let's multiply by the reciprocal, right? And guess what I get? 7/8. And you know what 7/8 equals? 875 thousandths. So we can envision this as 7/8.